So shall we start the class? Okay. Now can you able to see my desktop? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, we can see.
Okay. I think the internet is not stable. It is showing here. Can you able to hear my voice clearly or any breaks in between?
We can hear you clearly.
Then no problem. So today I'm just going to tell you one way of creation of structure. That method is a star editor method. So we can able to create structure in many ways. For example, if I'm just going for a new project, I am just going to select space model and I'm just going to name it. And I'm just going for next. See, in this, we have add beam method, add plate method, add solid method, open structure wizard we have seen before. Now we are going to see open star editor method. This open star editor we will see. Okay, it is something like we can write commands in it. Based on the commands, we will get the structure for our design and we can analyze as well. Okay, like begin building your model using star syntax commands. It is something like non-graphical user interface. Only we are just inputting our keyboard. Based on the keyboard inputs, we will get the structure. That is what star editor. And I'm just going to finish. So once you finish, you will be available with the two window. One window is a StatPro window and another window is a StatPro editor window. So you can maximize, minimize all these things. You can save and close. We will see how to work in it. So here it is something like commands. So it will execute as actually. So here they are telling like input with 79 and which means like you can type something. For example, I'm just typing like this. See, can you able to see that until 79 characters, it will take as input, and after 79 from 80 onwards, it won't take any input. If you want, you need to change the value here. Okay, so that's why 79 characters it will take. That's why it is mentioned as input with 79 that you can able to change also. But by default, it will be like 79.
What is input with?
That's just inputting, you know, like what are all the characters that inputting, that is called input with. Like so each having one number, so totally 79 characters, so 79 here. I think it's just to know, okay, no problem. I will tell you simple, so you can able to use this method as well. But most of the time, you should use a graphical user interface. But maybe a very rare case, you might be using star editor. Star editor is very difficult for a big structures, but you should know how to deal with as well. So that's why I'm going to tell you, and it is also a method of creation of structure. Okay. Okay. Before finish, you know, you need to start writing your commands. So then it will execute. It is something like loops in languages. We will be having loops, you know, like. So for any language, you will be having this kind of braces. Do you remember? It is for start and it is for end. Without it, it won't execute. Even in Excel also, you will be having this kind of things. If it is like this and in between also, and then plus, and you need to close it. Otherwise, it won't execute the command. So that's why it's finished here. So before finish, you need to write your commands. Now I'm just going for unit command. You can type unit and it is showing there and you can put tab. So it will accept and then space and it is showing what are all the units available. You can directly select meter or you can type meter and then you put tab and then space and then kilonewton. So meter per kilonewton we will be considering, you know, so that's why I'm putting unit. If you're not putting unit here, whenever you are closing and coming back, it will ask you the unit. So better you input this one row with unit, meter, and then space kilonewton. So it will consider that unit, it won't ask you again and again. Okay, now I'm just going to start with joint coordinates. So for nodes, you know, like we will be like typing here joint coordinates command. So joint coordinate in the sense creation of nodes, and you need to enter, and we are going to create a first node and having x comma y comma z 0 comma 0. In spite of having comma, we should consider space here. So that's why here it is telling start space. Okay, this program is working on spaces. You need to have space in between, so it will execute the command. So we are going to create a first node and x comma y comma z. So for joint coordinates, this is what the template. You can call it as formula template. And I'm just going to for joint coordinates number and then x comma y comma z. So n for number, you can put small n, and x space y space z. This is what the syntax for joint coordinates. Okay, I'm just going to save now. You need to save and then close, and then you can able to see that in your drawing. See, we got one node. Can you able to see the node? For node display, what we should do?
should take
Hello?
not cursor.
No, not cursor. No. Here, no display. I told you one shortcut, do you remember yesterday? To display the node number and to display the node point. Shift K, it will display the node. And then for node number?
Double click on the node.
No, that is like telling you the coordinates. We will see that also. You need to go for it and see this is like 0 space 0 space 0. That is okay. But to mention the node number on workspace, for that you need to put Shift N.
Labels. Okay.
Okay, this you can take note of it. To display the node number in our workspace, you can go for shortcut Shift N. So again, I'm just going for star editor. Now in the star editor, I'm just going to repeat the command. There is command called repeat. And repeat what? How many numbers you need? Repeat, I need 5 number. Otherwise, I can go for only 1. I can go for 2. And then how much the distance in X, how much distance you need. So you can go for 4 and then Y0 and Z0. So this is like number and in X, how much the distance. And I'm just going to save and then close. Now we will be having 4 nodes. Okay, we will be having 3 nodes because we gave only 2, I think. See, I gave only 2, so that's why it is repeating only 2. So 2 numbers of node at a distance of 4. So you can go for nodal distance. So from here, you can go for nodal distance, node to node distance. Just select the node and then select the node. And this is like 4 and this is like 4. So we have created 2 nodes at a distance of 4 in X. So can you able to see that in our drawing? Okay. Now again, I'm just going for star editor from here. So this icon for star editor. So it's already open. So now we will consider like building our structure. So again, I'm just going for repeat all command. There is another command, repeat, and then repeat all. In this, I'm just going to put only 1. And then I'm just going to have value in Z. How much? 10 I'm just going to put. Otherwise, I can go for 7. 7 meter in Z direction, only 1 I need. So I need to save it and then close it. So can you able to see, we are getting at a distance of 7 meter. So we got like all those nodes again here. So we have repeat command and also repeat all command. So now understand until now, like it is simple. If you know this, if it is simple, otherwise you may feel complex. But once you work with 1 or 2 projects, then you might feel comfort working in star editor. Just you need to find the logic. If you find the logic, then it will be easy for you. Now again, I'm just going to repeat all, and I'm just going to have 2 floors and is in Y direction and with the 3.5 meter. And then I'm just going to put 0. So in Y, we will be having 2 floors, which is having distance of height of 3.5 meter. Save and then close. Now can you able to see we got a 2-story, like 2 levels with a 3.5 meter. Okay. So like this, you can able to create the joint in our project. Now we can go for member also. For that, there is a command member incidences. Member incidences. So for node, joint coordinates. For beam or column, it is like member incidences. And you need to put enter. And here the format is different. Here the format is member incidences equal to like a beam number and then the start node and then end node. So this is the formula for member incidences. So B for beam number and then start node and then end node. So we are going to create a first beam. So the beam number is 1. First beam, which is connecting number 1 and then 7. So I'm just closing it after saving. So you will get a member connecting 1 and 7. So that's why I told you the formula for it, a beam number, start node, and then end node. So it will create you the member over there. Okay, until now, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now again, I'm just going for repeat. So repeat, I'm just going to repeat it for 2 times because we have 2 in X direction. It always consider the X direction. In repeat, it will consider only X direction. So I'm just putting it 2 times. And then how many, here the formula is different. For repeat, it is something like a number and then number of member and then number of joints. So I'm just going to put how many member, like 1 member, and it is having 1 joint. So below. So this is what the syntax to repeat this member over here and then here. And I'm just going to close it after saving. Now can you able to see we have got another 2 members. So totally we have 3 members now. And if you want to like see the member number, you can go for Shift B, like Shift N for nodal number, Shift B for beam number. So you can click Shift B in your keyboard. It will show you the shift beam numbers. So even this you can take note of it, might be useful because you can work with the shortcuts, if you are if you want to reduce your time. Now again, I'm just going for start editor. Now again, I'm just going for repeat. And I'm just going to put repeat 1 minute. Before that, I'm just going to save it. Your original file had repeat commands in the join coordinates. Input addition, those commands will be replaced by an extended list consisting of the individual join. Do you wish to save the file? Repeat 211. So after I saved, I'm just going back to start editor. See, now after saving, it changed. Actually, we have written some other commands. Now after, it became like a start row commands. So by default, if you're drawing in start row and if you are coming back, it will be like this. Okay, now you know how to create members and nodes in a start editor. I think it's enough. You can try like this. Now I'm just going to use the graphical user interface. That one we are using in a start editor. We can call it as non-graphical user interface because we are not using any cursor, and we are not having any icons. That's why they're calling it as non-graphical user interface. Now I'm just going to copy or a translational repeat we can do. I'm just going for translational repeat and I'm just going to take Z and the value of 7. And then I'm just going for link steps and open base. Okay. Now again, I'm just going for a snap node. You can click here. If you did any mistake, you can go for undo. And see here, we don't have any grid. So that's why we can't able to select the node. It only select the grids. So for this, we have an option, what we can do. If I want a beam connecting 7 and 8.
Add beam.
What?
Add beam.
Add beam.
Add beam option.
In add beam.
This red one.
Yeah, this from point to point we can take, So you can take that and you can just draw your beams. Okay, now we got it. Now again, I'm just going to put Control A and then I'm just going for translational repeat. And then I'm just going for Y. And then I'm just going for 1 with the 3.5 meter that you should not forget because we gave 3.5 over there. And you need to put just like that. No need to link step because we are just copying the whole structure. No need to put anything here and go for OK. Now we got the structure. So simple structure. So we use the start editor and we also use the graphical user interface, translational repeat command. So until now, are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. So I will tell you some of the modification commands that we do have in StatPro. And for that, you can go for geometry and then move. You can move with the joint and we can move over origin. We can rotate, we can mirror and everything. And now I'm just going to select everything. And otherwise, I'm just going to tell you like this. I'm just going to select only the top beam members. I just want to move this beam to 0.5 below. I want only 3 meter for this story. And you can just go for select geometry, geometry, and then move. And you can go for joint. So in joint, in Y, you need to specify minus 0.5. Okay. And I'm not going to put retain connections. If you are doing so, what it will be means, I'm just clicking OK. And it is asking if any of the node of the entities being moved fall on existing member. Do you want those member to be split? If you want split, you can put yes. Otherwise, no. I'm just going to put yes. Now, can you able to see that it just moved 0.5 down? And we also got this column to be split into 2. Actually, it got split. That's why I put yes there. And I'm just going to put undo. Now I'm just going to select only this portion. And I'm just going for geometry, move, joint, and minus 0.5. And I'm just going to put OK. And I'm just going to put no. Select geometry, joint, minus 0.5. And I'm just clicking OK. And do you want those members to be split at those nodes? I'm putting no. But still, we got the same result. So this beam got split into 2. Okay, that's fine. If you want to retain the connections, you can just select it and go for geometry. And I'm just going to put joint. And I'm just going to put minus 0.5. And I'm just going to put retain connection. Retain connection in the sense it will consider this joints also, and it will totally move 0.5 meter down. And I'm just going to put yes. Now, can you able to see we don't have any members on top of it? Altogether, it just moved 0.5 meter below. Now I'm just going for move again. So joint. In Y, I'm just going to put back 0.5. So it will go upward. And I'm just going to put a retain connection. So otherwise, it won't retain. I'm just clicking OK. So you can able to see the space in between. So we don't have any beam in between because of the retain connection option. Okay, now you understand retain connection and how to move using join command. Okay, we also have a horizon, and we can just select any of the, you can just directly go for, no need to select anything, geometry and move origin. And origin, you can specify the values over here. If you are putting 1, it will go leftwards. If I'm just putting 1, I'm just clicking OK. See, 1 meter, it is going leftward. Okay. If you're putting minus, it will go on rightward. That you need to consider. Geometry, move, and then origin. I'm just going to put -1. So can you able to see the difference? Like we are just moving the origin. If you're putting positive value, it will go leftwards. And if it is putting negative value, it will go rightwards. That is called select, geometry, move, origin. And we also have another command, like select everything. Geometry, move, joint, by distance between following 2 nodes. If you don't know the distance between any 2 nodes, but you want that distance to move this entity, you can go for selecting it, and you need to specify the nodal number. For example, like if you want to consider the distance between 4 and then 5. So this one is 4 meter, you know, like 4 meter. So we can go for it. I'm just going to select everything. And top view, I'm just going, and I'm just going to select only this portion. And I'm just going for 3D view. Now we got it. And I'm just going for geometry, move. And then I'm just going to put joint. And I'm just going to put distance between following 2 nodes. And we can specify 4 here and then 5 here. So it will consider that distance actually. And I'm just going to click OK. Can you able to see we just moved with the 4 meter? Okay. So like this, you can able to do. And we will try that again. This one you selected, geometry, move, joint. And I'm just going to put a Y value. I'm just going to put a -0.5. Again, I'm just going to put OK. And we want those members to be split at those nodes. I'm putting no also, it is coming the same. I will put yes. Now we got the same. So -0.5, click OK, and I'm putting no. See, now also we got the same. I think here in this command, they have something that is like, if they're telling like that, if you're putting yes only, you should split. Otherwise, it should not split. But you know, by default in StatPro, if you are drawing a beam, then it is automatically splitting at that end. See, if you draw some beam over here, it will automatically split. For example, I'm just going for a add beam method. In add beam method, we also have some other option. For example, geometry, add beam between midpoints. You can select that add beam between midpoints, and you can just select the member, and it automatically create you the member in the midpoints of those members, selected members. See, we got another 2 nodes. Yeah, by default, StatPro itself creating nodes. When you are drawing beam, it is splitting the beam automatically. So that's why that option is like not needed, you know, that yes or no option. Might be some projects in some situation, it might be useful. So you need to take care of that commands. You need to read it and then you need to proceed with, okay? Now we will see mirroring. Okay. For mirroring, I'm just selecting only this, this beam. You can just go for top and you can select this one. And if you want to mirror over this side, so in this, you can go for selecting mirror here. Otherwise, you can go for geometry and then mirror. See, in mirror, you have this XY plane, XZ plane, YZ plane. So here we need to mirror over YZ plane. Can you able to see the coordinates here? So you can go for YZ plane, we can go for mirror. I'm just going for YZ plane, and you can go for selecting the node. I'm just going to select the node here. So it will consider that node and it will mirror. And then I'm just going for copy. If you are moving, it is directly moving. Otherwise, you can go for copy. First, we will try with move, and I'm just going for OK. So it's directly moving. Okay, that's why the member became like this. I put undo. I'm just going for, so in that case, you should not go for mirror. You should go for move only. And you can just go for member. And you can select X value, 4 I'm putting. You can go for copy and paste, Control C and then Control V, and paste with move. And you can go for X, I'm putting 4. You need to specify the coordinates. And you don't know the coordinate, you can just take that and you can see what it is. 463.5. 4, 6, and I'm just going to 3.5, and I'm just going for OK. So we've taken something else. So again, we can go for Control V, and you can go for reference point. So reference point we can select. So this point. So this point you need to select, and then you can just keep x value. X value how much? 4 meter. No need to specify the coordinates. So reference point we can specify directly. So now we got it. Can you able to see that now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can just take a reference point. Now, if you want to mirror this building, you can select everything, and you can just go for top view. If you want to mirror with this node, this grid point, you can go for geometry and then mirror or mirror. And I'm just going to consider this plane as YZ, and then I'm just going to put plane at 10 meter, and I'm just going to put copy, and I'm just going to put OK. Now, can you able to see that we have mirrored? See, at 10 I have chosen, so we have 2 meter interval. So the same 2 meter interval we will get, and we will get the mirrored structure. Okay, like this you can go for using mirror. Now I'm just selecting again. Again, I'm just going for this icon for mirror, and I'm just going for here in this way towards minus Z. So you need to select which plane, XY plane. You can go for XY plane, and you can just put a minus 2 that side. I'm just going to click OK. Now, can you able to see that? Now we got minus 2 here. So that's why we also have minus 2 in between 2 spacing. So 2 minus 2, minus 2, minus 2, minus 4. Now you also know mirror command. So you need to select the plane, and you can go for mirroring. Okay. Now I'm just going for top view, and I'm just going to rotate this portion, this part of our structure. And I'm just going for geometry, and then I'm just going for rotate. For rotate, we need to select the nodes. 2 nodes we need to select. So you can just go for these 2 nodes over here. First node, you click this one, and then you can directly click it. And you click this one, and you can directly click the second node. So this you will consider, it will consider automatically. Even the coordinates also it will consider. Now you can just go for copy or move. I'm just going for move. So it will move actually. And I'm just going to put how much the angle. The angle you can go for whatever the angle you need. For example, I'm just putting 30 degree, or I'm just going to put a little bit 10 degree, and I'm just going to put OK. Now can you able to see how a structure we have rotated for 10 degrees? Okay, that is what rotate option. Now again, I will tell you, you can just go for selecting, and you can use the icon over here, and you can just select the nodes. For the selecting the node, you can just go for first you need to select this, and then you can go for this node. You need to select this, and then you can rotate, and you can select this node, and you can specify the angle. For example, 30 degree. I'm just going to put move, and then I'm just clicking OK, and it is asking something. You put OK. I think it didn't move actually. I will select again, and then I'm just going for rotate option. I'm just going to select the nodes, and then select the 2 node, and I'm just going to put 45 degree, and I'm just going to put OK. I think before it is not now OK. Now can you able to see? Sometimes the software won't take your commands. Then you can redo it, so it will consider. Now you understood move command and mirror command and rotate commands in StatPro. I think you need to learn the logic behind it. If you learn the logic, then it might be useful for you, and even it is easy for you to learn. Okay. Now, are you okay with this command?
Yes, sir. The 45 degree from which direction it's measuring?
Yeah, because before 1 minute, I'm undoing it. So this angle, the nodes that you are putting, that is the starting point. And in clockwise direction, normally in angles or in anti-clockwise direction. So from this point, it will consider the anti-clockwise. So here, so it will be like go this way. For example, I just draw like that, like this one. And then it will consider you in this direction. So this point only I'm selecting. So it will become like this, 45 degree. So this is like a 45 degree. Now understood? Okay. Again, I will tell you select. Again, I'm just going for a rotate option. And again going for first point, and then second node or second point. And then I'm just going to put the value over here. I'm just going to put 30, and then I'm just going for OK. Now we got the structure rotated to 30 degree. So we will go for some other options also. Geometry, we also have stretch selected member or intersect selected members. These things we have that we will see. If you don't want to display the node number, you can click again Shift N, Shift K, Shift B as well. So it will like a toggle off, like toggle on, toggle off. Shift K we can have. Okay, Shift N also we can have if you want. Okay. So I will close this one and we will start with another new project. So I have something like this. If you want to stretch this beam to this point, we can do that. For that, we do have stretch command, geometry, stretch selected member. And here you can go for to a point and even select member, this one. This member is 2 and you can specify the point. I'm just putting in X direction, I'm putting 10 and we will see what it is and apply and then refresh. It is not accepting to a point. So you need to select it. Select and then I'm just going for in X direction, I'm just going to put 5. We will try. This is for to a point. Otherwise, you can go for throw distance and you can just go for end node, this end node to be stretched. And I'm just going to put value of 7 because 10 minus 3, 7. And I'm just going to put select this first and then 7 and apply. Okay, now we stretched it. Can you able to see that? You can use the second option. Now totally you can select and you can go for to a point and you can just specify the values here. For example, 1 and I'm just going to apply. No, it won't stretch actually. Otherwise, you can just select these two and you can just go for -4 and then apply. No. This one like we can use for some other example, but for this, if you want to like a stretch, you can go for this one. Again, I'm just going for some other member here and I'm just going to select it and I'm just going for this option to an existing node. This one you can go for pick node, you can select this node and you can go for apply. And you need to select the existing node here. You need to select this member and select the existing node. This number for 7. Stretch member to existing node. Otherwise, you can go for existing member. In this case, you can select it and you can go for existing member and you need to select by picking this member. And I'm just going to apply. No stretchable member is found. For example, if I'm having like this, I'm selecting it to an existing member and then picking it and apply. This one is like shift to be 4th, okay. The 4, there is no 4 here. And you can refresh. Sometimes the refresh it is better. See, because that's why we have refresh. Here, you need to refresh sometimes. So it will come. Now we will try, it will come. And you need to select the member and you need to pick this and you need to specify the node. In that case, you can go for this one. You select this member and go for node and then pick this node, refresh and then select the member and then pick this point. Shift K, Shift N, 7. Select it and then refresh. And then I'm just going for 7 and I'm just going for apply. Now, can you able to see sometimes this command won't come because refresh is needed.
Okay.
Okay, but logic is same. Now I'm just going for select and after I'm just going for refresh and I'm just going for existing member. Now I'm just picking this member. See, now we got 4 here and apply. So it is simple, but sometimes it won't come. That I don't know why the software behave like that, but you can refresh. So that's why they have refresh option here. Okay, now I'm just closing. Now stretch member, everything is okay. Even this point, this also we can try. Actually, we need to refresh and we need to try. For example, I'm just selecting this and I'm just going for refresh and I'm just going to put the values over in Y. We will try for Y and I'm just going for 2 meter and apply. No stretchable member is found. Otherwise, we can go for X. And I'm just selecting it and I'm just going for -2. and I'm just going for apply. Refresh, and I'm just going for 1 and apply. It is not going because the total member to a point, which point it is asking. Then you need to specify the whole x comma y comma z. If I want to stretch this to here, x comma y means 3 comma 8 and then 0, you know, like 3, 8 and then 0. And I'm just going to apply. Select. So 3 and then 8 and then apply. No. Otherwise, you can just select the node. Only for node, it might be applicable. You can just select the node and then refresh. So this is for member stretch, not for nodes actually. Still, you can, we'll try actually. No, it won't come because it is only for member. At least in Z direction, I'm putting 2 and apply. No, it won't come. Otherwise, if we can go for another member over here, and we will see. Like, I'm just going to delete it. We will have another member. Now I'm just going for inputting the values. But it won't consider any start or endpoint, you know, then how would this work? Like we will try to stretch it. I'm just going to put minus x, minus 3, I'm just going to put, and I'm just going to put 0 and then apply, refresh. Refresh. Close. This option we are not getting, and I will tell you later, okay, if I found. But all 3 options are you okay with? Throw your distance and to an existing node to an existing member. So for this, you can just go for to an existing member and then select the member and then apply. So it will stretch. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you can use any of these 3 actually. This one, first one is a little bit confusing and it is not also coming. We need to find the right logic over there. Then we will get actually refresh also, you know, needed. I will check and I will let you know. Okay.
Okay.
This is for a stretching. And we can go for interselect, highlight. This is like intersect select members. For example, if you have some beam like this, I'm just going for crossing escape. Again, you can select here. See, we have 2 beams, but it is not intersecting.
Okay.
It is not creating any nodes over here. So you can just go for geometry and then intersect select member, and you can go for highlight. So it will highlight with a tolerance of 0.001 meter. So it is highlighting this. Can you able to see that?
Okay.
Okay. Now after you can go for geometry and then intersect. You can go for tolerance with 0.001 and you can go for OK. So 2 new beams created. So it is like creating a node. So it became independent beams. So that is what like highlighting and intersect in geometry. Okay. And if you want to merge it again, if you don't want it, and if you want to merge, you can just go for selecting both by holding control. I think what happened to it? It is not selecting actually. Control I'm putting, it is just going somewhere. You need to save. See, holding control, it is not selecting. Sometimes the software here like that, but okay. Control, see. Okay, we will try something else. See, I'm just going to click this beam and I'm just going for split beam. We can go for split beam and it will create you new nodes or it will split the beam. I can go for distance and I'm just going for a distance of 2 meters. So proportion is this one and I'm just going to add new point and I'm just clicking OK. See, at 2, it's creating 1 node and so it became 2 beams. Okay, and again, I'm just going to select it and again going for geometry and then split beam. And I'm just going for 2, add new point, 5, add new point, and then 5.75. No, there is no point value. So you can go for 6, add new point, and then click OK. Now, can you able to see how the nodes created? So 2, and then 5, and then 6. So we got 3 nodes. Okay. And we can go for proportion also. But that is, don't use it. If you know well, you can use it. Otherwise, you can go for specifying the thing. Okay, when you're putting 2, it is showing the proportion. If you want the 0.25, you can go for. So it is exactly showing you the value also, 0.25, 0.5 proportion, 0.75 proportion, and click OK. Like this, you can able to go for. Proportion also you can use. And you can go for add midpoint. It will split the beam at exactly midpoint, 3.5 meter. And I'm just going to click OK. And again, I'm just going for geometry, and then I'm just going for split beam. Otherwise, you can just click it, right click, and you can go for insert node. This is also similar. Insert node also split beam only. You will get the same. And you can go for n number. I'm putting n as 10. I'm just putting add endpoints. So it will create the endpoints, and you can go for OK. Can you able to see the nodes, how we are splitting and then the nodes creation? Okay, these things you can do. I'm just going for right click, insert node, add midpoint, and then click OK. Now you can select both. See, holding control doesn't work now. What happened to this? I don't know. I want to select both, but I can't. I will just close it and I will come back again. We will see whether it is coming or not. And I'm just selecting. Like this, you can select otherwise. I selected both and I'm just going for geometry and then merge member, merge selected members. So it is showing you 2 member and it is going to merge with beam number 8. So 8 and 16 beam will become only one single beam of 8. Otherwise, you can go for 16, whatever you want. But better to go with the small numbers. And I'm just going to merge it. See, now we got 2 beams into 1 beam. Okay, like this you can do. Okay, if you created one node over the another node, for example, I'm just going for node, and again I'm just creating node. Otherwise, I can just go for Control C and Control V, and I'm just going to put 3 again. See, duplicate nodes ignored. Click OK, and then Shift N, Shift K. So by default, Stack Pro is like ignoring the duplicate nodes. But sometimes if you are pasting again, for example, it will be asking you to like merge the nodes. For example, if you are just mirroring it, you can just select everything. And I can go for mirror in which one, YZ, and then this point, and you can go for copy, and then I'm just going for click OK. So it is automatically ignoring, but sometimes it will be asking you. For example, I'm just going for Control C and then Control V. I'm just going for Z value of 10 I'm putting, and I'm just putting the OK. You can just go for reference point, reference point, and I'm just going to take this reference point, and I'm just going to put 4 over Z. And I'm just clicking OK. It is an Z, so that's why it became Z. Otherwise, you can go for mirror. Control C, Control V, reference point. Select this, and then in Y we're supposed to put 4, and I'm just clicking OK. So okay, but fine. But sometimes it will ask you. So you are pasting node over another node, so you can able to like merge the nodes. Okay. Otherwise, I will go for geometry here, and I can just going for creating another node here. For example, I'm just going for 0, 0, 0. So might be. So we have 2 nodes. Can you able to see here? See, there is 1 node over the other, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I can just select the nodes, and you can just go for geometry and then intersect. Not intersect. You need to go for merge the selected nodes. And you can go for keeping 1 or 21. So the created node having 21, you can go for 1 and click OK. See, now 2 nodes become 1 node. By mistake, it will be happening in our structure most of the cases. In those cases, you can go for merging the nodes. Otherwise, you will get error, or it won't consider. It will create some problem actually. Now stretch member, intersect select member, merge selected member, merge selected node. Everything are you okay with?
Yes.
And split beam also we have seen. Now today we have seen all commands over here: move command, rotate command, mirror command, and all these commands. Okay. This renumber, these things also you can do. This is something similar to the merge selected node, or you can just go for renumbering it. So if you create it randomly using start editor or even in data area, this one we call it as data area. So sometimes it is not in a sequence. Then you can just go for renumber. For example, now I'm trying to renumber. See, now every number will change. Might be geometry, and I'm just going for renumber. I'm just going for node, and this is like a irreversible operation. We can't undo. So you can't undo and you can't redo. So that's why irreversible. And I'm just putting yes. Okay, now it is already in sequence only, but sometimes you can go for renumber because like I'm just going to create 0. Okay, now I'm just going to select both, and I'm just going for geometry and then merge select node, and I'm just going to keep 21 and click OK. Now we have only 121 node here. Now I am just going for geometry and then renumber node. Now it will become 1. You can able to see that. I'm just going to S. Now still the renumber is not working. You can select Control A and then you can go for geometry and renumber nodes. And I'm just going to put yes. Please select relevant entities. You need to select the nodes actually. Control A, geometry, renumber, and then node, and you need to select the yes. See, it is asking with the start number. You can specify the start number, and you can go for select joint number. You can go for, and I'm just going to accept it. See, now we got different numbers over here. Okay, otherwise you can go for selecting Control A and geometry. I'm just going for renumber node, and I'm just going for some other coordinates like X coordinate, and I'm just going for accept. So it is starting like this. So this is something like a renumbering. Okay. We will go for a Y coordinate geometry, renumber node, and then I'm just going for a Y coordinate, and then accept. Now everything got changed. See, now before it was 17 here, now it became 2 here. So this is just like renumbering it. Sometimes it is also useful, so you should consider. Now I'm going to shift B for beam number and shift A, and I'm just going to close it. I'm just going for selecting everything, and I'm just going for geometry, renumber, member, yes. I'm just going for member number. We will see whether it is changing or not. It will change actually. Okay, now it changed everything. So just that is like a renumber. And even you can just go for select geometry, break beam set selected. No nodes has been selected. Okay. Now I'm just going for creating nodes somewhere here. For example, and I'm just going for in Y0 and then 1 here. So I have created one node at 1. So we have created one node. It is automatically, see this beam not like a splitted. This is only one beam, but we have created node. So if you are using data area and you are inputting nodes, it won't split. So that's why we have that option. And you can just go for geometry and then break beam set selected node. Nodes have not been selected. And you can select everything. And then you can just select the beam by holding control. And I'm just going for geometry break. But control is not working now. You can select like this. Geometry and then break beams. No node has been selected. Otherwise, you can just select the node and you can go for geometry, break beam. See, one new beam is created. No need to select the member. You need to select only the node. So it will create the 2 beams. Do you understood? Are you okay now? Okay. So we have clearly seen all these topics. Okay. So I think today we have seen lots of topics. I don't want you to like still like you feel like overdump, you know, like it's enough for today. What do you think? We can go for new topic or?
We can go for new topic.
We can go for new topic. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just going to close it. So I'm just going for a new topic. So for this, I will going to tell you. So I'm going to tell you the concrete design in a different manner. Yesterday we have done concrete design, you know. Now I'm going to tell you another method using post-processing things. After completing the analysis, you can go for concrete design. That I'm going to tell you. I'm just going to take space and then I'm just going for SC6 and I'm just going for next and add beam method. You can go for open structure wizard if you want, finish. And I'm just going for selecting the frame. This frame you can go for waveframe and the length having 4 meter, width having 6 meter and height is 3.5 meter. And I'm just going for 1 bay and then 1 bay and then 1 bay. And I'm just going to apply and I'm just going to put yes into our project. Now we have got it. Okay, like this you can able to create structure using a STAAD editor or a run structure wizard, second option, and then you can directly go for add beam method. You can go for using the data area. So like this you can able to create like your structure in all these ways. Now I'm just going for support. So as usual, creating the fixed support, and you can go for use cursor to assign. You need to click assign and you can assign it. So it is like mouse click, it will assign. Okay, now I'm just going for property and I'm just going for define rectangle and I'm just going for 0.1 point. This one I can go for 0.15 and 0.1. I'm just going to add and then 0.2 and then 0.2. Otherwise 0.15 we'll see. I'm adding it and I'm just going for select. So if you want to go for grouping, so by group name, you can go for tools in that case, create new group, Control G. Okay. So Control G, you can go and you can go for beam and you can select and you can go for beam and click OK and then create column and beam Click OK. For beam, you can go for selecting all this and you need to put associate. And for column, you can go for selecting and then associate. And I'm just going for close it. Now we got two groups. Now you can go for selecting the group directly. You can go for select, and this is for beam group. By group name, you can go for selecting. And I'm just going to click this beam. You need to just click it. No need to do anything. And I'm just going to assign to selected beam. Yes. Again, I'm just going for second one, and I'm just going to select the column and assign to selected beam. So this is easy way of selection. You can go for select and you can go for by group name. Okay, now I'm just going for load cell definition, and I'm just going for load generation primary, and I'm just going for det load DL. Better to avoid confusion, I'm just putting det load for DL and live load for LL. Now det load add. So self weight factor, it should be -1. And in load combination also we are getting again 1.4, 1.5 like that. So it's up to you. You can just take -1. If you're not considering load combination, then you can go for -1.5. Okay, yesterday I put -1.5 and also I have generated load combination. So altogether it is like a over design for our structure. So it's up to you. Okay, you can choose like this. But -1 factor is enough. And assign to view. And I'm just going for add member load -10, and I'm just going to add. And again I'm just going for floor load. In floor load, you can specify this node point. 4, 3.56. 3.5, 4, and then 6. And I'm just going to add it, but I didn't specify the value, so you can go for editing it. Click edit, and I can go for -5. Change. Now can you able to see that? Okay, this one we got uneven. You can go for select by group name and then beam, and then assign to selected beam, assign. Okay, and again I'm just going for add nodal load -10. I'm just going for add, and I'm just going for column, and again I'm just going for assign to selected beam. In that case, you need to go for node. Then you can directly select 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and you can go for assigning to that. Assign select to selected node. Yes. Now we got everything. Now you can go for analysis and print and all, and then analysis. So now we got 0 error, 0 warning, and you can just go for post processing mode directly. Done, and you can select both, and then you can go for OK. Now we got these things, reactions, and like this, everything. Even you can go for animation for deflection. So not that much actually. It is not this deflection. I think it's hanging. Post processing and then deflection, animation, and I'm just going for sectional deflection and then apply and OK. Can you able to see the deflection? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. I think there is no deflection, only the sectional deflection. Otherwise, you can increase the FPS. I will see how it is. Animation, I'm just putting 10, and then frames, I will try to increase. Otherwise, you can able to reduce the frames. You can try for, no, but that's fine actually. That's not an issue. The sectional displacement, it is showing. Okay. Because it is like having a little load, you know, only displacement it is showing. It is not showing you the animation for deflection. So I think deflection was a little bit only, I think. You can go for post-processing and you can see the values if you want, that you know already. Displacement and annotate. We have 34, 167 mm. 167 mm in the sense, 16.7 centimeter. Deflection. Sometimes it is not showing. Okay, that's fine, not an issue. I'm just going for a concrete design over here. Can you able to see the tab for concrete design, like a post-processing, like concrete design also we have. Now I'm just clicking it. Once you're clicking that icon, that tab, you will be available with a new window. This is like a concrete design window. So we also have Start Pro here, and we also have Concrete RC Designer here. This is like an inbuilt tool in our Start Pro. Before it was not there, now it was there. Okay. Now you can just go for, even in later version also it was there actually. Before version also it's there, but most of the people not using it, but you can use it. Okay, now I'm just going for job information. You can create the name of the job and name of the client and job number and everything, and you can specify the name of the engineers and check it, upload. These things you will be available in your, like when you are printing, you know, like you will be available with all those information in the title block. That's why we have options here. And you can go for envelope, and you can go for new envelope, and you can specify the name as usual, E1. So I'm just going to select the load cases. You can go for unchecking show combination only, and you can select both. And I'm just going for OK. Okay, now after creating envelope, we need to go for member, and you need to select all member by Control A. But control option is not working, I think, today. Control A, otherwise you can select like this, and you can go for member and auto form member. So this is important. Go to member, select all member, and go for member and auto form member. So it will be creating you the members. Now you can just go for envelope member. Again, I'm just going for groups and brief, the last one. And here you can go for new brief for Beam, and you need to consider the code, which code you need. For example, IS456, and then for Beam, and then clicking OK. And you can just modify this value. General, you have top cover 25 mm, bottom cover 25 mm, side cover 25 mm for Beam, and also minimum reinforcement spacing 40 mm. And you can go for concrete grade M25. And you can go for specified value also if you want. For example, 27.5 like that. You can go for specified value. Depends on the compressive strength of your cube testing. And you can go for divide beam into 12 segments. If you want more segment, you can go for. And the envelope, you should choose the envelope is important. And if you want to check for IS 13920 also, you can go for. And main reinforcement, you can go for minimum size 8 and maximum size 40. And even you can go for sidebar criteria and bottom bar criteria, minimum, maximum, gap in between. You can go for FP 500. Otherwise, you can use a specify. And you can go for shear reinforcement, center line of support. Or you can put all this if you want. Use enhanced shear effects, include axial loads. I'm just going to include axial loads. And I'm just going for shear bar type FP 500. And you can go for minimum size, minimum number of legs. And you can just go for click OK. Okay, now we have created a Beama brief Beam. So you can just click here and you can change the name BEAM. It is like Excel actually. And you can go for new brief and you can go for column. And you need to select column here and then click OK. And you can modify here also. I'm just going for M25 and FP 500 and FP 500 and minimum and maximum size. And minimum size here. This is for link. That links you can go for 10 also sometimes. Or you can go for minimum 8 is better, you know, if you consider if it is like overweight, you can consider by itself 10. And you can go for column factors and member load cases. Member load cases, it is important. In Beam, we don't have this, but in column we do have. You need to select it and you need to click OK. Okay, now you can just select the beam and you can just right click and you can go for design group. Design group 1. Now you can specify beam over here and then click OK. And then for new design group for column. So column you need to select and you need to click OK. See, now you can able to see when it is changing to blue, it became one group. So you can able to select it. See, once you're clicking, it will be highlighting with the blue color, column and then beam. Okay, now we have created new brief and we also created new groups. That's why groups and briefs. And you can go for design, concrete design. You need to go for concrete member and you need to select beam here. And see here it is showing as fail, hog sag. Can you able to see why it is showing fail? Because we didn't design at all. After design, it will show you the exact result. And you can just go for summary and then go for design. Once you click this design option, you will be having all this member and you need to click design. See, we got fail again. Because we have lots of load and the cross section is also not good, you know, like that's why it failed. Click OK. Again, I'm just going to try design. No. So the beam failed because the cross section is very small. So that's why. Again, I'm just going for design for columns. We will see for column and I'm just going for, see here, we don't have any values. Once you go for a design and I'm just going for design, see it is showing fail because section too small for loading because yeah, we have created small sections. So that's why it is fail. So you can go for design options. That is there only, and you can go for design now. That's okay. So we can go for redesign it. Now I'm just going for totally closed. This is not the one. Control O or open. Which one we have created? Like SC6, I think. Okay, now I'm just going for general, and it is like 0.15 and then 0.10. Now you can go for editing it, and I'm just putting 0.25 and then 0.2 here and then 0.35 here. 0.35 and then I'm just going for 0.3 and then I'm just going for assign and analysis. We will get 0 error, 0 warning. Go to post-processing mode and then OK, and then you can directly go for concrete design. The same, it will come again. You need to create new envelope and you need to select the load cases and you need to go for member. Control A not working. Auto form member and then brief, new brief, beam. And you can change all this. Anyway, I'm just going to continue with M20, otherwise it will take time, but you know the procedure. I'm just clicking OK and column. Click OK and you can go for load cases. This is important. Now I'm just clicking beam and I'm just going for new design group and I'm just going for OK. And I'm just going for right click, new design group and then column. Okay, cross check it. This one for this and this one for this. Okay, now I'm just going for concrete member and I can go for selecting it. So go for design. It is showing fail. We will see whether it is okay. Design. Now it is okay because now it can able to withstand the loads because we changed the cross section. Okay, this is also a concrete design. And again, I'm just going for design. You need to select the for column design. See nothing here. It will show you the design. Okay, okay, okay means it is like passing the structure passed. So this is what concrete design. So you can just go for main layout. See, for example, for beam, you can go for main layout. You can be able to see the things. You can able to study top reinforcement layer, everything, and you can able to specify the values over here. See, now it is having a this kind of reinforcements that you can be able to see here also. Shear layout, and then shear. See, this is like a schedule. This one you can able to print it. See, normally the schedule only we are using. You can go for edit and you can send it to the workplace or a site. You can send it to site. This thing you can go for PDF or a DXF. Only DXF option we have. Paper size and everything, and you can check and you can go for OK. Otherwise, you can just double that you can do there also. Like I'm just going for design group 2, and then I'm just going for input, and I'm just going for design. Design we already done. Main layout. So can you see the layout? This is plan, and then this is like a elevation, everything with moment values and everything, and shear layout. See, this is important. See the portion over here. And I'm just going for results, and I'm just going for schedule. The schedule we are getting this again. Okay. Anyway, I don't have DXF viewer. If you have DXF viewer, you try saving it, and then you open in a DXF viewer. Okay. Once you are doing, then you can able to see the things here. Now, do you understand like this concrete design as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can save it. Yeah. So I think
which is better, concrete design tab or the one we studied earlier?
Both is better actually. Like even this one you can go actually. This one is more practical. This concrete design.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we've done like concrete design, so you can double click and you can see. But concrete, no, here it won't come because that is different. That is different. See here, the tab is not available because we not done concrete design in our Start Pro. That we are using RC Designer. This RC Designer, that's why we are choosing the licenses in startup window. If you are not selecting the licenses, it won't come.
Okay.
This is like a plugin to our Start Pro. So I think, are you okay with today class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's enough for today. We have seen lots of inputs. You try practicing, so then you won't forget everything.
Okay.